been at this for a while, and we're finally at the stage where our race is ready to move to the next phase of development. And that phase is the collective consciousness. The collective consciousness is not just, a metaphor. And it's not just, pretty words and poetry. It is an actual structure, another form of consciousness, another individuation of consciousness at a higher level. When the collective consciousness is fully formed, it appears, according to what the Zeta tell us, that the experience of that collective consciousness will be that you will always be connected to it. You are right now always connected to all of humanity and the human oversoul. You are right now connected to the collective consciousness that is forming, even though it's in its early stages. But when it's more fully formed, you will be aware of that connection. You'll have that connection with you always, at all times. You'll be able to communicate with the collective consciousness of humanity. And through that, you can communicate with any other person, any other human. That is the stage at which all these other races, these more advanced races that we see, in our skies, that's the stage at which they operate. And that's why it's so difficult for them to communicate with us. And that's why they hold back a little bit. It's one of the reasons. There are many reasons they hold back. But they realize when they speak to a human, they realize that generally speaking, they're talking to someone that doesn't really know who they are. They don't know what they are. Humans typically have no memory of any other experiences before this incarnation. They don't really have a strong sense of their connection to all of humanity. And I'm no different. I'm just like that as well. I have a theoretical understanding, an intellectual understanding, but my understanding is that when we really have the true oversoul, you're going to feel that in a very direct way, like in a very emotional way. It's going to shift from intellectual knowledge to true experience. And that will give us a different perspective on each other, on this planet, on what we're doing here. Because you're going to know at a very deep and real level that you are connected to every other person. And that, I think, is what's going to change the real, nature of humanity. Human nature is going to change.